cleanliness drive carried out in Kohima on Wednesday to spread the awareness of keeping the city clean and green. Mass participation witnessed during the social activity as many communities come in support of the work. Self-Employed Workers Association Nagaland observes International Home-Based Workers Day on Wednesday, calls for government's recognition of their works and contribution. PM Narendra Modi says there should be no safe havens anywhere for those who betray country as its people. PM's remarks come during a joint conference of the Central Vigilance Commission and the Central Bureau of Investigation. No respite for Aryan Khan as bail plea gets rejected by NDPS court in the drugs on cruise case. The 23-year-old son of film star Shah Rukh Khan spending days in Mumbai's Arthur jail once again since 8th of October. Hello and welcome viewers, you are watching Primetime News. I am Gargi Deka and I'll read the news in detail now. All Nagaland Fair Price Shop Association has served an ultimatum to the state government to release the transportation and handling charges of fair price shop dealers, which has been pending for almost 3 years. In regards to this, the Nagaland TV team had a conversation with Mr. Temsu Jamir, Additional Director Food and Supplies. Temsu Jamir stated that the proposal has been sent and is under process. He claimed that the process was delayed due to the pandemic. He highlighted that the main issues in hand is that the delay in correspondence with the central ministers and the state government. He appealed to the Fair Price Shop Association to wait for the government for whatever the pending bills are required.
Bill pertaining to the year they have mentioned, we have paid them up to 2018-19. Pending bill for 1920, 2021 is still pending, and the proposal have been already been sent is under process, but due to the government financial constraint and due to the pandemic thing last year, the process of file could not be materialized in time. We have asked Fair Price Tribunal to wait for some time, but since they could not wait longer, they have given the ultimatum to the government. But like you asked, we are processing for the release of the bill. Hopefully, within no time, government will see to it.
A mass social work in Kohima town was carried out on Wednesday by a group called Keep Our City Clean, Together We Can, at 8 a.m. in the morning. Notably, the group was led by Kreuzo Lohe along with the Muslim community of Kohima. The message of the mass social work was to spread the awareness of keeping the city clean and green.
Welcome to Nltv. Aji Nltv thang yide Kohima town de aina je. Idu yide aina thayado ekta organization as ekta group tahana naam do Keep Our City Clean Together We Can ase. Aro idu tahan aro Muslim community thanot idu Kohima de tahan milina idu Kohima town do aji social work crew le ase. Idu social work crew thayado tam Razu point la start hina idu overbridge than amila camera person kivila dikhabo. Idu overbridge tan sapa crew le ase, footpath than aro all MLA hostel tadi jawle ase. Aro ina huina dokan de kun Muslim manuna ase tahan surrounding nan sapa gurina sob tan kale kuna rakhule ase. Aminan dikhe ase kam do shuru hoise morning de Muslim manun hambe ase. Aibi kibek ta hudu aji du aminan apni than idu sapa gurina jawle ase idula kibek ta koi dibi.
এনেকৈ চফা কৰাটো বেছি ভাল আছে আমি খান সব মিলি কিনা থাকিলে আমি খান সব খুশি পাব জাতি লাগা একো হিংসা নকৰি কিনা সব মিলি মিলি থাকিলে সব ভাল পায় এটো নিমিতে আমি খান সব কেয়ারফুল থাকিব লাগে
আপনি তো দোকান ঘুরেলা এনা
দোকান করে পিডব্লিউডি অল নাগাল্যান্ড কন্ট্রাক্টর ইউনিয়ন অফিসতে আমি লাগা দোকান আছে PWD-তে আপাৰ PWD-তে তো এইটো নিমিত্তে আমি খান চব মিলি কিনা থাকিলে বেছি ভাল আছে
আৰু আপুনি ধান আজি না চাফা গুণা যাওঁতে এইটো অলপ কৈ দিবি কোটিলা চাফা গুণা কোটি তাক যাবলৈ আছে দিবি অলপ কৈ দিবি
আমি খান এইটো ফুটবল গ্ৰাউণ্ড পৰা চফা কৰি কিনা হস্পিটেল তক যাবলৈ আছে পইলা পৰা কৈ কিনা আছে হস্পিটেল তক যাব এইটো নিমিত্তে আমি খান চব এইটো নিমিত্তে আমি খান চব মিলি কিনা এনেকা সদায় এনেকা কৰিলে বেছি ভাল হ'ব
International Home-Based Workers' Day was observed on 20th of October at the supermarket below GB Union office by organizing a sales day from 9 a.m. onwards. Self-Employed Workers Association Nagaland got a register as a trade union with the Directorate of Labour and Employment Government of Nagaland on 24th May 2019. Self-Employed Workers Association is a union of unorganized women workers in the informal sector who are engaged in various unorganized trades employed either by self or under a temporary employer giving service to the public to earn a livelihood for her and her family. Nltv reporters talked to some associates and understood how the workers are supporting the community as a whole, but they feel the government makes their presence invisible. The workers say that they would appreciate if the government recognizes and makes the contribution of women more visible.
Self-Employed Women Association itu show para ami khan sawa matia ite Dimapur district da ami khan Self-Employed Women Association khan to member 850 member thakisha aro tate under the home based workers street vendors aro farmers domestic workers inika thakisha ami khan aro tate home based workers khan eta ami khan manu 500 opor thakisha Kila aji tu makan international home based workers te mana se kola to home based workers khan bi khor bara ki samam phal kha goods khan phal lokena society ke community ke ami khan la country ke this modo kure hole bi ite tu government khan to ami khan ke invisible ase itu bra aji tu kile makan ite international laga home based workers te mana se kola to itu to government para ami khan ke bi jani kena ami khan ke support koribi koi kena itu government lokote mani bola ami khan aji itu din thakise thank you
acha to Dimapur dibi to sewa to kita establish wala ase
ete Dimapur da hola sewa to 2013 da establish korisha
ami han home based workers khando ami han ba itia tak ami han do government brabi ami han ge recognize kori dia nai aro ami han Nijor la ghorde ami hanbra nijor ki pare edu kiba kurina ami han nijor bra duk pra ami han bra inega kuri na jayase edu karne ami han edu mohan la home based worker khan to mohan promote kuri dibole mon ase edu karne ami han ge mohan edu government gibi ami han ge do janai dibi ami han ge recognize kuri dibi koina edu kuri dia ase aro ami han home base khan do ami han naga ama han yadi bishi jun Nijor la talent bishi ase holibi magan edu expose krubo na parigina enega ase edu karne ami khan nijor laga identity ekta do ami han bra kuribo koigina ami khan edu age lui jabole karne ami khan edu home base to enega kuri ase
to apni an do home based workers kan do
edu aro ami khan sewa laga under de ase hoy
to home based workers an alag din de do khora I edu trade kurina kinika ase
hoy ami khan edu itia do ami khan bazar de jabo goli market de jabo goli be ami khan do kiba nukur na pai ami khan edu karne ami khan ini nijor ghor de boigina chutu mudu hilibe ami khan bra ki banabo edu ami khan bra edu sell gurina aro manu khan bra ini mohan ge wholesale lobole mun jaile ami khan bra banagina takhan ge wholesale di ena kuri ami khan
to aji the international home based workers day mana ase to alag tin dibi enga manai na isna kinika ase
hoy ami khan idu every year idu international home based workers day idu manai na ase idu observe kurina ase ami khan aro idu every district ya ami khan bra
Even after years, a flyover construction project across the railway tracks in Daeku, once undertaken to ease traffic congestion in Dimapur and mostly in the railway station of the city, remains incomplete. Notably, the project took off 5 to 6 years ago. However, all of a sudden, it came to a halt and has raised questions among the conscious citizens. When Nltv visited the site, it came to fore that the construction stopped at an early stage and the site is abandoned for almost a year now. This project, in completion, therefore, has left many questions unanswered. Further, it has led to some speculations that the stoppage of projects might be due to non-sanctioning of the fund by state or centre or bills overdue to the contractor. However, now it is up to the government to clarify about the issue. As Priyanka Gandhi, the Congress leader, was on her way to Agra, Uttar Pradesh, the police personnel stopped her on the way. Gandhi was on her way to visit the family members of the dead person who was killed in police custody on 20th October. She was put at halt at Lucknow-Agra Expressway First Toll Plaza. Previously, Gandhi was stopped by the Uttar Pradesh government on her way to visit families of those who were killed in Lakhimpur Kheri incident. Gandhi was once again stopped on her way to visit the family of Aryan Malik, who was killed at police custody for stealing rupees 25 lakhs. Priyanka Gandhi tweeted that Aryan Malik was killed at police custody and his family members seek for justice, and what Uttar Pradesh government is so afraid that they had to stop her on her way to visit the victim's family.
बात हुई, क्या आश्वासन मिला है? क्योंकि अभी कहा जा रहा है कि सुनने में आ रहा है कि जब क्रिमेशन हो जाएगा तब आप लोगों को जाना।
हाँ, कुछ कह रहे हैं कि अब थोड़ा रुक जाइए, तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, रुक लेते हो।
कितने लोगों के लिए कह रहे हैं आप? कितने लोगों को अनुमति देंगे?
अभी कुछ नहीं कहा है।
और रुकने का क्या पता है? क्रिमेशन के बाद जाने देंगे या अभी और कितनी देर रुक सकते हैं?
नहीं, पहले मुझे कहा कि शायद पोस्टमार्टम चल रहा है, उसके बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करने थोड़ी जा रही हूँ। परिवार से मिलने जा रही हूँ, जब भी मिलने के लिए मतलब फ्री है तो मैं।
क्या लगता है कि आपको जाने के लिए जैसे रोक लिया गया अचानक पुलिस के द्वारा बीच सड़क पे, ये चीज अगर वहाँ करते तो शायद इतना आज जैम न लगता, तो पुलिस का अचानक।
देखिए, पता नहीं है, बगैर सोचे समझे कर रहे हैं, और जो भी कर रहे हैं मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। मैं जब तक घर पे रहती हूँ तब तक ठीक रहते हैं, ऑफिस जाती हूँ जो प्रदेश कांग्रेस का ऑफिस है तब तक ठीक है। जब मैं कहीं और जाने की कोशिश करती हूँ तो ये सब तमाशा करते हैं। तमाशा ही तो है ना, अंत में मुझे जाना है वहाँ, मैं मिलूंगी उस परिवार से, तो फिर ये सब करने का फायदा क्या है? मुझे नहीं समझ में आता। रिडिक्युलस बन चुका है, लोग इनकन्वीनियंस हो रहे हैं, पीछे ट्रैफिक रुका हुआ है, परेशान है लोग, अननेसेसरली सारा कर रखा है। मैंने इनसे कहा कि चलिए गाड़ी साइड में लगा लेते हैं, लोगों को जाने दीजिए।
President Ramnath Kovind arrived in Patna on Wednesday for a 3-day visit to Bihar. The visit is for centenary celebrations of the State Assembly building on Thursday. The building hosted the inaugural session of the joint Bihar and Orissa Provincial Council on 7th February 1921. The President will address the Bihar Assembly members and visit the Takht Harmandir Sahib, the birthplace of Guru Gobind Singh, and the Mahavir Mandir. Kovind will also lay the foundation of Satabdi Stamb, centenary column being built to showcase Bihar's history, and plant saplings of both three during his 3-day visit to the state. Kovind was Bihar's governor before he became the president in 2017. Soon after he was sworn in as the president, he visited the state to launch Bihar's third phase of agriculture roadmap. PM Narendra Modi spoke with Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami and assured Uttarakhand of all required assistance to handle the situation. Official death toll climbed to 46, with Nainital recording at least 18 casualties. PM Pushkar Singh Dhami announced ex gratia of rupees 4 lakhs to the kin of the deceased people. A compensation of rupees 1 lakh will be given to owners whose houses have suffered damage. The Chief Minister said that compensation for loss of cattle would also be doled out.
हो गया है, नदियों ने अपना मार्ग बदल दिया है, गांव के गांव जो है उससे प्रभावित हुए हैं, पुल टूट गए हैं, खेतों को किसानों को भी बहुत बड़ी हानि हुई है, उद्योग धंधों में जो है सभी जगह जो है पानी की मार पड़ी है, बरसात और अतिवृष्टि का बहुत नुकसान हुआ है सभी जगह। और हम लोग अभी चूँकि कल भी पूरे दिन भर यही किया है, हम लोगों ने सब जगह जगह जाकर जो जहाँ पर आपदा आई है उन सभी स्थानों पर जा रहे हैं। और आज भी ये हमने क्रम बनाया है, अभी उधम सिंह नगर में, खटीमा से चंपावत, भिकियासेन और रामगढ़ और पूरे क्षेत्र में आज रहेंगे। और ये चलेगा। अभी हमारा पूरा प्रयास है कि जो सड़क बंद है उन सड़कों को सबसे पहले खोलें, और जो लोग अभी आपदा में प्रभावित हुए हैं, बहुत सारे लोगों के अभी भी घरों में पानी घुसा हुआ है, उनको खाने पीने की कोई कमी ना हो किसी प्रकार की, उनके लिए व्यवस्था करने के लिए सभी प्रशासन को निर्देशित कर दिया गया है। 4 लाख का तत्काल मुआवजा देने को लोग कहा है जहाँ पर मृत्यु हुई है जिन परिवारों में, और साथ ही साथ प्रत्येक डीएम को 10-10 करोड़ रुपये जो है आपदा राहत के लिए उसको ये पैसा स्वीकृत कर दिया गया है कि वो तत्काल जो भी ज़रूरी व्यवस्थाएं वो करें। पोकलैंड जेसीबी लगाकर जो रास्ते बंद हैं उन रास्तों को खोलने के लिए युद्ध स्तर पर काम किया जा रहा है, और साथ ही साथ जो सैलानी जो फंसे हैं उन सब धीरे धीरे सबको निकाल रहे हैं। अभी स्थिति 4 धाम यात्रा में जो है धीरे धीरे सामान्य हो रही है। यहाँ भी जो वैकल्पिक मार्ग उन मार्गों को बनाया जा रहा है।
केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री का दौरा है, क्या रहेगा दौरे में, किस तरह?
PM Narendra Modi on Wednesday virtually addressed a joint conference of the Central Vigilance Commission and the Central Bureau of Investigation in Gujarat, in which he hailed a new India which is increasingly using digital tools to push back against age-old corrupt practices. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called on central agencies to strengthen zero-tolerance policy towards corruption and said there should be no safe havens for those committing crimes against the country. The Prime Minister said that his government had established faith among people in the last 6 to 7 years that it was possible to fight corruption and get benefits from various government schemes without involvement of middlemen. During the speech, PM went on to declare that India of the 21st century innovates, initiates and implements. Prime Minister Modi said that the people here are seeking a transparent system, efficient process and smooth governance. He also called upon the officers of CBI and CVS to rededicate themselves to abolish corruption from all walks of national life.
भारत की आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। आने वाले 25 वर्ष यानी इस अमृत काल में आत्मनिर्भर भारत के विराट संकल्पों की सिद्धि की तरफ देश बढ़ रहा है। शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, न्यायमूलम सुराज्यम स्यात्, यानी सुराज्य तभी संभव है जब सभी को न्याय मिले। टेक्नोलॉजी को मानवता के हित में इस्तेमाल करने पर बल देता है। न्यू इंडिया इनोवेट करता है, इनिशिएट करता है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday inaugurated the Kushinagar airport in Uttar Pradesh. A flight from Sri Lanka became the first to touch down the newly built airport. While addressing the gathering after the inauguration, the Prime Minister underlined that the Kushinagar airport will help to develop an entire economic ecosystem in the region, besides creating new job opportunities for the unemployed. Notably, Kushinagar is regarded as one of the major pilgrimage centers for Buddhism followers from all over the world. It is also worth mentioning here that it is the final resting place of Gautam Buddha, where he attained Mahaparinirvana after his death, and is among the most important pilgrim spots for Buddhists.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय हवाई अड्डे और बौद्ध हवाई अड्डे का लोकार्पण करें। एक बार जोरदार तालियों के साथ अभिवादन।
कुशीनगर का ये इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट दशकों की आशाओं और अपेक्षाओं का परिणाम है। मेरी खुशी आज दोहरी है। आध्यात्मिक यात्रा के जिज्ञासु के रूप में मन में संतोष का भाव है, और पूर्वांचल क्षेत्र के प्रतिनिधि के रूप में भी ये एक कमिटमेंट पूरा होने की घड़ी भी है। कुशीनगर के लोगों को, यूपी के लोगों को, पूर्वांचल पूर्वी भारत के लोगों को, दुनिया भर में भगवान बुद्ध के अनुयायियों को कुशीनगर इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट के लिए
Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the government intends to set up over 200 airports, heliports and waterdromes for seaplanes across the country in the next 3 to 4 years. While addressing people after inaugurating the Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh on Wednesday, Modi also informed that more than 900 new air routes have been approved under the Udan Ure Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme in the last few years, with air services beginning in more than 350 of them.
आने वाले 3-4 सालों में कोशिश ये है कि देश में 200 से अधिक एयरपोर्ट, हेलीपोर्ट और सी सेवा वाटर
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday said farmers in the capital who suffered crop damage due to the recent unseasonal rains will get compensation at the rate of Rs 50,000 per hectare. Heavy rains had lashed the capital on Sunday and Monday. According to the Indian Meteorological Department, this October has been the wettest in Delhi in the last 65 years. Kejriwal said the Delhi government does not just make announcements but also make sure that within 3 months the money reaches the accounts of the farmers. A 22-year-old woman was stabbed to death multiple times allegedly by her jilted lover in Matiala Road, southwest Delhi's Dimapur area on Tuesday. The deceased woman has been identified as Dolly Baba. Police said that she was attacked by using an edged weapon, causing severe injuries. Police reached the spot and took the injured woman to a hospital where she was declared dead. The attackers has been identified as Ankit Gaba, had a relationship with Dolly and was her lover. The woman's family has alleged that Ankit, who is the main accused, reached out to her several times but she was not interested. The entire incident was caught on a CCTV camera. CCTV footage of the incident showed 3 men at the spot and one of them stabbing her multiple times. Neighbors told the police that it was her former boyfriend. Police said that all 3 men have been arrested by connection in the case and said that further investigation is underway. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts BAFTA has announced A.R. Rahman as the Breakthrough Indian Ambassador for another year as they invite a new round of applications in India for the program. Supported by Netflix, this program will open for prospective talent across the film, games and television industries. A.R. Rahman stated that BAFTA Breakthrough India is an awe-inspiring initiative that offers unique opportunity to promising artists to connect with influential experts in their field, serving as a life-changing experience. Organization said that the BAFTA Breakthrough India program will once again identify, promote and support Indian talent within these industries on a global scale and aims to celebrate Indian talent by offering a bespoke program of the support, helping participants develop knowledge about the industry and network globally with people who can influence their careers. Aryan Khan's bail request was rejected today by a court in Mumbai in the drugs on cruise case. The 23-year-old son of film star Shah Rukh Khan has been in Mumbai's Arthur jail since October 8th. Aryan Khan, his friend Arbaz Merchant and 7 others were arrested by the Narcotics Control Bureau on October 3rd. Aryan Khan's lawyer have urged that no drugs were found on him when NCB officers in disguise raided a rave party on a cruise ship.
The court has thought that it would serve the interest of justice by keeping him behind. Law ordinarily of bail, in spite of stringent provisions of NDPS Act, in these facts of the case, would not want a person to be kept in custody by way of punishment. The argument by the prosecution while opposing bail was that he may temper the evidence because he is an influential person. I am afraid ordinarily the court take bald allegations.
A Brazilian Senate committee will on Wednesday ask the President Jair Bolsonaro be charged with intentional crimes over his mismanagement of the COVID-19 pandemic. The mismanagement of the president has left 6 lakh of his fellow citizens dead. Following 6 months of eventful hearings with emotional witness statements and chilling revelations about the use of ineffective medication on human guinea pigs, the Committee of Inquiry will deliver its eagerly awaited report. While the accusations are serious, the process may be just symbolic since Bolsonaro enjoys enough Congress support to avoid the opening of impeachment proceedings. That is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.